Hi everyone, welcome back to Shashi Academy. This video only for aspirants, those who are preparing for competitive exams like TET, DSC, Group 2, Group 4 or SSC, RRB or any central level exam or state level exam. For them only the special video I am making. So if you observe any competitive exam, it may not finish without getting questions from blood topic. So why don't we get command over on that topic? So here I would like to discuss about blood today. So watch this video till end and subscribe those who are watching first time and share and click bell icon for further updates. Let us start our topic blood, especially erythrocytes. So in my previous video we discussed about blood and plasma. So in competitive way, what kind of questions may come from erythrocytes and leukocytes and platelets? Let us see. So different kind of questions will come. So in simple way we have to learn this topic today. Let us start. Let's start RBC. So red blood cells, which is known as erythrocytes. The formation of RBC is called erythropoiesis. It's called erythropoiesis. It takes place in bone marrow, red bone marrow, which is present in pelvis, ribs, sternum and in vertebral column. So which is happen in adult. During adult stage the production will take place in these places. So when we are in mother womb or during embryonic stage or during fetus stage, so the production will take place in liver and spleen, and this process erythropoiesis is regulated by erythropoietin. Very important. Erythropoiesis regulated by erythropoietin, which is secreted by kidney. Let's see the normal range of RBC. So in male 5 million per cubic milliliter of blood. So in female 4.5 million per cubic milliliter blood. And the largest RBC will found in Amphibia. Amphibia is an amphibian like salamander. So the smallest RBC found in musketeer, and very important in mammals. In mammals the largest RBC found in elephant. In elephant the largest RBC will found, and this RBC in mammals are non-nucleated. They are non-nucleated. All vertebrates have a RBC, those are nucleated, except mammals. In this, exception for camel and llama. Only in mammals, camel and llama have a nucleus which is being in a oval shape. And the shape of RBC, very important. Shape of RBC is biconcave. So the shape of RBC, and in white blood cells also you have to read very carefully. So there is a chance to ask question on shape. And next, span of those particular cells. Span. Here span of RBC nearly 120 days or 4 months. So After 4 months, they destroy. The destruction process will happen. So these RBC destruction will happen in red bone marrow, in liver and spleen. But disposal at the dead RBC disposal at spleen. Disposal in spleen. So spleen is called as a graveyard of RBC. Spleen is called as a graveyard of RBC or burial ground of RBC. So this process is called erythroclasia. This process is called erythroclasia. This process is called erythroclasia. So while destruction process, so what may happen? So RBC possess hemoglobin, which is a pigment and which gives red color to the blood. So that's why red blood cells are red in nature. So while destruction, what will happen? Let's see. Hemoglobin is a pigment which gives red color to blood. So which is present in red blood cells. So let's see. So if you see hemoglobin, the first part, heme represent iron and globin is represent protein part. So hemoglobin, the structure is resembles to myoglobin as well as chlorophyll. They have a porphyrin ring with a vital chains, and the center of element ferrous here. The center of element is here ferrous, very important. Iron. Which element is present in hemoglobin? Iron. And it has two alpha chains and two beta chain. So each chain of alpha possesses 141 amino acids and each chain of beta possesses 146 amino acids. So if you observe the normal range of hemoglobin in adult, it may be in male 13 to 18 grams per 100 ml of blood. So in female, it's may 11.5 to 16 gram per 100 ml of blood. So the main function of hemoglobin here work as a carrier. It transport the oxygen to all over part of the body. So when oxygen is combined with hemoglobin, it turns as a oxyhemoglobin and travel in blood vessel and pump through heart, and while return to heart, it comes as a by combining of carbon dioxide and comes as a carboxyhemoglobin. So here it's mainly carrier to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. So hemoglobin constitutes of RBC nearly 33%. 33% will constitute in a RBC. So next, the destruction of RBC we already told, erythroclasia or hemolysis. By this process, the separation of hemoglobin from RBC will happens. So the iron again reused in bone marrow to form hemoglobin, where the protein part globin, this globin part makes to biliverdin, which is reduced to bilirubin, simply called bile juices. Bile will comes, and if in our body the deficiency of hemoglobin or the sufficient of RBC if not present, it leads to anemia. This leads to anemia. It leads to anemia. So, if the number of RBC may increase, it leads to polycythemia. It leads to polycythemia. If number is decrease, anemia. If RBC number may increase, it leads to polycythemia. Abnormally, the number of RBC may increase, it leads to polycythemia. So, the reduction of RBC in our blood leads to anemia. So, here one very important one. So, these red blood cells make a bundles, like how we arrange the coins, like that they makes the one kind of structure is called Rowlex. One kind of structure is called Rowlex, very very important. And here one more important term. So the blood quantity in our body, blood quantity regulated by spleen. In our body, blood quantity regulated by spleen. And if you see the ratio between red blood cells and white blood cells, 601. It's also one of important question. So let us see few important disorders or diseases which are related to RBC. Anemia. So if healthy RBC production not take place in our body, or hemoglobin percent may be less in our body, it leads to anemia. And pernicious anemia, it comes due to the deficiency of cyanocobalamin vitamin, that is only vitamin B12. Due to that lack of B12, cyanocobalamin, it leads to pernicious anemia. One more genetic disorder, that only called thalassemia. So thalassemia. So in this disease, there is a unable to prepare the production of RBC as well as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin production and RBC production doesn't take place. And next, very important term, the diameter of RBC is 7 micrometers. 7 micrometers. And production of RBC will take place 2 million per second. Per second it produces 2 millions of RBC production rate. And one more important disease, sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia. Especially this kind of disorder we may see in Africa. So here the RBC are turns to sickle in the form of sickle. It is one kind of genetic disorder, comes under the gene mutation, especially when the changes will occur in the beta chain of hemoglobin. When changes occurs in the beta chain of hemoglobin, this disease will come. So this is entire about red blood cells.